The one thing I never really anticipated was the struggle of running a photography and videography YouTube channel with only one camera. So y'all already know what it is. We got the 90D, the Ronin S, all assembled. The 90D I've been trying to get a hold of for about 2 years now. Obtaining the Ronin S was a lot easier just doing a little switch with the Ronin M, which I can probably say is more than worth it. These two upgrades are not only a huge milestone for just the YouTube channel, but also for my career as a professional photographer and videographer. Of course, like I said, we're moving from the Ronin M to the Ronin S, which will be a lot more mobile, a little more flexibility and features that I couldn't get with the Ronin M. But also I'm going from using my T6i as my workhorse camera and my vlogging camera to a higher level professional photography and videography camera. And what better to do that with than the Canon 90D? Honestly, coming from a T6i, I could have went with any camera between a 60D to a 80D. I pulled away from any of the 5D and 6D cameras, which produce miraculous images, but they have no support for external audio, which puts a hindrance on my video production. The reason I didn't go with any of the cameras between the 60D and the 80D is because there are a lot more upgraded features included in the 90D that play a key role into how I work. So my plan for my T6i is to make it my dedicated vlogging camera, while my 90D serves as my workhorse camera. So what I like most about the 90D is the fact that it's a hybrid camera. Now we all know it's an APS-C crop sensor, but it does pack a lot of features that you only see in the higher end or mirrorless cameras. Some of the mirrorless type features you'll only find in the live view mode of the camera, like your high speed shooting at 11 frames per second. Or one of the most favorable features being eye autofocus detection. Not too much different from the 80D, but from the T6i, the 90D now adds in 1080p at 60 frames per second, as well as 4K at 24 and 30 frames per second. One of the biggest new features of this camera is the addition of 1080p at 120 frames per second. Just like the 80D, this camera here has 45 autofocusing points, which brings me to my favorite feature, the analog or joystick. This joystick is meant to be ergonomically pleasing, not only allowing you to navigate the menus quickly, but also allowing you to navigate your autofocusing points a lot quicker than any other button would. This is what the T6i looks like shooting at its highest resolution of 1080p at 24 frames per second. This is what the 90D looks like shooting at its highest resolution of 4K at 24 frames per second. Probably a lot more crisp. I guess we'll see in post. I wonder if it's a difference in audio. So there you have it. That is my take on the Canon Eos 90D DSLR camera. I hope all this information has been helpful in anybody else's process in getting their next camera. Until then, happy shooting.